This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Good morning.
Busy show today.
So, Sean.
Yes.
You had your tongue doing some work today.
I was really conscious of not putting it out too early, Nath. You know,
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I know.
You know how
I
it
know
goes.
what's going on.
you got to
That's right.
save your tongue for business time.
So,
yeah?
Lick It to Pick It had Sean going against Caitlin Bassett, and wow, we found one of Sean's talents.
Yeah, finally. Caitlin Bassett actually joined us a bit earlier on, Nate. She was telling us about a trip to Canada.
Canada.
And we also talked a little bit of sport with it.
We caught up with a drag queen, the delightful Cougar Morrison, because Pride Fest is happening as we speak. She's just a joy.
And imagine like carrying a baby, right? So you got it in your guts,
Yeah.
and and then it came out of your hoo-hoo, and that hurt. And then for the rest of your life, people say, "Oh, that baby looks nothing like you." That's revolting.
Yeah,
Don't
I
you
reckon
think?
that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
we're going to be talking about who won the genetic race in your family.
Plus, have you ever been in a situation where you kind of caught eyes with somebody, maybe you chatted with them, and then they moved on and you moved on, and then you thought, hang on, that was a missed opportunity, so you put it out there. There's a girl in a yellow top looking for a boy.
This is Nathan, Nat and Sean.
We're dedicated to the craft of radio.
Do you want to have the rest of the day off?
Please. and it was all to do with doing stuff at home for me. But it was a feeling of like, oh my God, this is how
What do you
life
have to
can
do
be.
at home? What do you
Yeah.
have to do at home? I don't understand. My dad has heaps of stuff to do at home, apparently.
I did have a plan of oiling the wood decking at
The
home.
deck,
You
yeah.
didn't oil the
You had a
deck.
plan. You had a plan.
I didn't get
You
that.
didn't
not
do it.
oil the deck.
I've been wanting to get someone to do it for ages
are a
because I've been
deckhead.
just told that I have to do it
Nah.
as a manly
Do you
job
have a
around
big
the house.
deck?
It's extensive. I'd say extensive.
Yeah.
Don't like to show off too much, but
There's a bit of rot on the end.
it's a little bit.
I'm continuing trying to build that box, Sean, that I ordered.
I thought you were going to
done that
air
by-
tasker it.
I thought you would have done it by
I
now.
told you I'm not air tasking because I've got this is the only man part of me, and I'm going to.
Well, it's not working very well.
No,
We've
it's
established.
slow burn. I got the walls
you got a
up.
bit
I
done?
got the walls up yesterday,
Okay.
and we've got a bit in the middle that's holding it together.
Oh, that's good.
And then I've got the ends done, but then I've got to do all the slats. I couldn't do another slat last. Sean, being a footballer, I couldn't do another slat.
No, couldn't. No, I know the feeling.
Nathan, I've just remembered you weren't here on Friday.
No.
We discovered something about Sean McManus on Friday.
What?
So we thought it was just a one-off, but it turns out that not infrequently, our friend Sean McManus, in the morning, in between writing his sport and then coming in for the meeting,
No, what?
he leaves.
Where do you go? What do you mean?
He leaves.
Where do you go?
Our producer Amy caught him driving out at 20 to 5.
You were leaving.
Yeah.
Do you do it all
20
the time?
to 6, I should say.
Oh,
and he goes
I'd
up the
say,
street
a number of
Where?
times a year,
Yeah, it's not-
maybe 5 times
to
a
the
year. at least.
servo
Yeah.
and buys a
And buys some
protein
smokes.
shake and then comes
You
back.
leave.
He left the building
I drive
and
up
came
to
back
Caltex
again.
every now and then.
Wait, there when? So give me
At
20.
about 20 to 6.
20 to 6. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're going into
So it's just not long before we have a bit of a meeting.
Yes.
And we think when he walks past, he's just going to the toilet.
You leave here in the morning.
But he's not going to the toilet. He's going to the servo to get a protein shake.
Protein shake, some darts.
Can I be honest?
Take
And
a
I'll
fuel.
be honest, and I do know your slogan.
the price goes up at 6.
I do know your slogan, but sounds a bit like I'm going to meet someone. One dog, one bone. I know, but that
Well,
I mean,
well, if
Well,
he
never
is,
thought
he's
that.
quick. He's
Well, that
very
is another-
quick.
that
things that happen in my life lately, I'm questioning everything.
That's the idea of a quickie.
He's quick and he
But
comes
yes, I
back with a
understand.
protein shake. So,
Here you go, just go fill up some unleaded.
so that was a very revelationary
amazing.
day.
Why
wasn't
do you
it?
get it on the way?
Oh, because that one doesn't open till 5 on the
And
dot.
that's
We're
the
always
only one
here
that has
before.
that?
Yeah.
What are your protein drinks?
That's a Masashi shred and burn and shred and burn.
13, 24, 10. What time do you drive to work?
Yeah.
Pre-5
What time?
a.m.
Yeah, it's pretty fine.
Yeah. So pre-5 a.m. if you work somewhere that has...
Masashi shred and burn, but they do. Caltexes have them, but not on Sterling.
I know, so let's find out.
Canning Highway.
Let's find out. If anyone along Canning Highway, I'm driving from like Fremantle to Nova, if you know that there is a place that has these drinks and they're open at 5 a.m, can you give us a call and tell Sean?
No, I think
'Cause it'd be
Sean wants to
4:40.
leave the building
No,
before
I don't think he should. I don't think he should because we're getting to the stage of our careers when we won't come back. So if anyone knows where those drinks are sold on that Canning Highway, let us know, and it's got to be open by 5.
There's a lot of surveys along that highway. Are you saying not one of them is open and sells them?
Well, BP's open, but they don't have those ones. Yeah. So they're only the Caltex brand
what
these
is it
days.
again? What is it again?
Caltex or Ampol?
Masashi, Shred and Burn, and the Ampol Foodery thing.
Yeah.
And if you're
But
popping
those ones are they used to be open, Nat.
So how about
open
this?
anymore.
If you're popping into if you can pop into a servo on the way, if you've just been to one and you've had a look, let us know where they're not as well, because then we can eliminate.
Yes.
By process.
Oh, I know where they're not. I just said
You haven't checked all the servos though.
they're not at BP's. They're not at Shells.
There
They're
might
only
be a
Caltex.
secret one out there. This is off the road, Sean. You don't know. I'm just trying to help you out.
Oh, thanks.
You really want to leave the building?
What about... don't stop him from doing
Sean, why are
this.
you cutting the phone line?
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Dinner. Dessert. Dinner. Dessert. Dinner. Dessert. Dinner. Dessert. Dinner. Dessert. Dinner. Dinner time. Bon appetit, baby. Yummy. Enjoy chicken treats, dessert burger, donut chips, bacon, pineapple fritter, caramel sauce. Limited time only.
Great prize up for grabs, $500 cash. We love cash. And a $50 chicken treat
I love
voucher
chicken treat.
to go and try their limited time dessert burger. We're all about dinner right now.
Well, Mike's going to be our first cab off the rank this morning. Good morning to you, Mike.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, Mike. We're about to see if we can create our very own Frankenstein food.
Yeah,
that's right.
We have on a board here 9 numbered cloches, numbered 1 to 9. They're the dessert up the top, and then we've got another 9 down the bottom, which are numbered 1 to 9, which are dinner. All right.
Now, your job is to find today's combination, which is
We are so hungry for this.
Lamington lasagna. Ta-da!
Lamington
All right, Mike.
lasagna.
We're going to
Give us-
require your 2 numbers, Mike.
Okay. I'll
give us
go for
dessert.
number 3
Yep.
Yes.
And for dinner,
and number 8.
what if
3
he
and
does
8.
it? What if he does it right off the bat, Sean?
Dessert number 3.
Here we
Is
are.
A peach cobbler.
Dessert number 3.
What
Great
would you,
dessert.
What would you have gotten with
And
it?
number 8.
And number 8 is a lasagna.
lasagna.
You've done
Don't you
some
love it
great
when you help
work
other
there.
people?
Mandy's in Como. Hello, Mandy.
Good morning, guys.
It just got a lot
Mandy.
easier, Mandy.
Well, obviously, you're going to have to tell us what you'd like to order for dinner, but we know
Yes.
what it is. Dessert, what number?
I'll go for number 1.
And
Number one.
dinner, of
Number
course. Dinner.
Number 1, number 8. Okay, number 1 is a mango sorbet.
Oh,
Number 8 is
Number
Number 8.
the lasagna, of course.
lasagna. Of course,
Mango
we're looking.
sorbet lasagna. No.
We're-
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Mandy. We are, of course, looking for Lamington lasagna. Another Mandy. What do you know? Hello, Mandy from Ellenbrook.
Hi, guys.
We're
we're
great.
Mad-
Let's see
we're
if the
Mandy
second
rich
Mandy
this morning.
can do it. Mad Monday.
What's happening? What numbers would you like?
Number 6.
Number 6, all right. So we know 8s, of course.
Number 6 is Lamington. Number 8.
Served.
Lasagna. What are the odds?
Mandy, you have scored just like that $500 cash and a $50 chicken treat voucher. And just the idea of Lamington lasagna, that's free as well. Well done.
Awesome. Thank you.
In order to have the prize, you must eat 1 tray of Lamington lasagna. That's what we should do.
Yummy,
We should
yes.
make it,
So-
and then they have to eat it to get the.
Do you think
Good idea.
it's conceptualising
I think
Lamington
the
lasagna?
layers-
So layers of
Lasagna.
Lamington
Yep.
and then the mince,
Yes, because the
bechamel,
pasta would be gross.
more Lamingtons, bechamel,
You know what?
cheese.
It could
yeah,
work.
perfect.
It could.
I
It
mean,
could.
You know,
It could.
it could.
Mandy's the winner, everybody. We're going to play again
Probably
tomorrow.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
We didn't get a ruling from any AFL umpires that were able to tell us
We'll
if you
never
sawed
know.
your pants, you had to leave the
If you have
field.
to. Only if they spot it,
We'll
obviously.
find out. We'll find
We'll
out.
find out.
'Cause
We'll
You
get
know
a
a couple of
That's
football
why.
people.
That's why you don't wear the white shorts.
I'm going to say.
Exactly right,
Okay, where do you land on it? I'm going to say you would have to leave the field.
So that would give Hawthorn the advantage because they
gotta
wear
wear the
brown shorts.
But that's only at home games now. When they play away, who knows?
Yeah.
Amy, our producer, she's doing a triathlon, which we were
Yes.
talking about just a second ago.
Come
That's
on,
the
Amy,
reason
get
why
on the
the
mic, don't be
conversation came
shy.
up.
Yes, Amy's really worried because Amy poos her pants on just a normal day.
I've had 2 kids. Come on.
Out of your bum.
Amy, hearing that story about that, that happens, mate. This has happened to the world champion,
I just,
It's a lot.
it's a lot.
You'd
It's a
stop.
thing.
Would you stop?
Taylor
I
Nidd.
don't know.
Oh, you're not going
You're not
it's
going
your
for a world
career.
championship.
No,
so.
I think I would. If I was her,
Yeah,
I
pee
wouldn't.
yourself.
God, no.
If you could pee yourself, if you can, you should sort it out.
Stop.
Clean yourself up a bit.
But you know, once you take to the start line for the very first time to do your first triathlon,
That's the level of commitment I think you need to your
the moment
event.
just takes over from you. Know.
Yeah. Oh, mate, that's why I stopped doing
pressure.
athletics, because I would say every time the race I would shit myself. But like, I wouldn't actually. And that was just a feeling. I didn't like it. It's a lot.
You're ready to go, though? That's the...
No, in training now.
He's in training.
Yeah.
When's the big day?
March.
We're all invested.
Yeah,
Okay.
cool.
Thank you.
Amy,
I'll keep you
I want to let you
posted.
know I've helped you out today. I let the air out of all your tyres. You're running home.
She's bought the suit.
Like
She's ready to go. She's ready to go.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Nathan, Nat and Sean's VZ4X Games. Wake up with Nathan, Nat and Sean and charge on with the all-electric Toyota BZ4X when innovation meets everyday practicality.
All right, time to find a VIPP to invite to our final show of the year. 10 entries into the draw to win that all-electric Toyota BZ4X that will be given away at our last
Now,
show.
we are hoping that you are quick with the recognition of music, because we are playing this.
Right on. Jordan and Danielle fight it out this morning. Start with you, George. Do you know your music, buddy?
Oh, do you know what? I hope so. I'm a wee bit nervous, so my mind might go a bit blank, but...
No, we're not having that,
Okay, so
Jordan.
just think. Okay, get in the zone. Think
Give
you're
it right,
at
George.
a concert on the film set of Despicable Me, because they will sound like minions.
Yeah, they will. All right, Jordan, you're up against Danielle. Hello.
Hello, guys. How you going?
Hey, Danielle. All right, Danielle, we had a shocking round of this yesterday. It's gone down to the history books. And the two
hilarious.
people yesterday were arrested.
Yes.
And taken
So
by
there's a
the
lot riding
authorities.
on this. We need you to be better than that.
Are
Okay?
you going to be better than that?
I'll give it a crack.
Okay.
That's the spirit. Okay, here's what's going to happen. We are going to play you a sped up track. If you know the title of said track, buzz in with your name nice and loudly too. If you get it right, you take the point for that round. You get it wrong, we'll keep playing it, and you're both still in. It is the first to five.
And if you are not getting a song that everybody on the planet knows, we will shame you.
I like
That's
it.
true. Let's test your buzzers. Jordan,
Jordan.
Danielle.
Danielle.
Are you
Okay.
Gordon or Jordan?
J,
Jay,
Jordan.
it is Jordan. Okay, great. Okay,
Okay, are we
we're
ready?
ready.
Gordon, Jordan, and thanks, Danielle. All right, let's do it.
Jordan.
Yes, Jordan.
All I want for Christmas is you.
Jordan. That is how it's done. Judy and Michael today.
Wow, that was quick.
I know, right? He's good, isn't he? Red hot. Jordan leads 1-0. Time for the next track. Jordan.
Spice Girls. Friendship Never Ends. Oh my God, what is it called?
No. All right, we'll keep
Keep
playing
going,
it.
keep playing.
Here we go.
You can jump back in.
Jordan. Jordan.
Tell me what you want.
No,
No,
what it's called.
no.
No,
You're calling on Michael.
Danielle, you buzzed in too?
Oh, God. Wannabe?
Yeah! Oh, you pulled that out of the fire, Danielle.
Hilarious.
Danielle started up. It's 1-1. We've got a battle on our
wannabe.
And I like it,
hands.
Jordan. You keep being a viper. You just go
Yes.
for it. All right, here's the next track. They didn't get this from me, but it should be taken out of the country.
They should be. I'm loving it. Oh, come on. Let's go, Jordan.
Depending how long Jordan's been in the country.
Danielle.
Danielle?
Yep.
My happiness.
How did you get that? You are a
Classic.
savant.
Bad batting. I'm so
Finger.
Hey,
angry.
Jordan, when did you get to Australia?
about 8 years ago.
Have you had enough time to know Powderfinger? Because it might just be...
You might be in a post-Powderfinger era, maybe.
Oh, I have never heard of them.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be fair.
Sam,
they
can we
stopped
only
working
play
together.
things Jordan's heard, please, as a request?
All right, then. Danielle leads 2-1. Here we go with the next track.
Jordan.
Picture to burden.
What?
What did you say?
No.
What'd you say?
It is not.
Picture. Oh, love story. Love story.
I was playing it. Yeah.
I thought you said something about Richard Burton.
No, I thought it was picture to burden. She has one of those.
Picture
She
to
has a song
burden.
called
Yeah,
that.
right.
Can I just,
Love story.
if I could, I want to go through your Spotify list because I reckon it's going to be the same as the 16-year-old girl.
We are all tied up at
You know
2-all.
what? You're not wrong.
Okay. All right, here we go with the next one. Danielle?
Is it We Will Rock You?
Yes, it is, Danielle. You guys are doing
We
great.
have a
Rock the
Bactel.
Wildcats game.
Danielle, you lead 3-2. All right.
Defense.
That's it.
Here we go with the next one. Danielle?
Is it ABC 1, 2, 3?
No. Keep going. Jordan?
Shut up and dance.
Yeah,
Shut up, Jordan. Shut up.
It's all tied up
Natalie,
at
what have we
3-all. 3-all. This
Wow,
is
it
a
all
battle
comes
royale.
together. Okay, let's make it serious like they do on the TV. Let's get them to test their buzzers again.
And we've got to get to 5. Settle down, Nathan.
God, I thought it was
Premature.
it.
Ahead of
I
yourself.
thought it was it.
All right, let's have a listen to this track. Jordan?
Danielle?
Angels.
Angel
Is
Robbie
correct.
Williams.
Okay, Jordan
Is
is on the brink of victory.
Is there money to be made by us bringing out a new Chipmunks album?
I think so.
By doing
It's
this?
better than Alvin would sing
Sounds
it.
great.
Jordan, if you get the next one, you win. Danielle, you have to get the next one to stay in the game, okay?
All right. Yeah,
let's
I'm
hear it.
ready.
Here we go. Jordan for the win.
Danielle?
Jordan.
Stacey's mom.
Stacey's mum.
Jordan.
That was a good one, guys.
What a great
You should
name.
be very
Well done,
proud.
Jordan.
Yeah.
That's how the
Well
game's supposed to be
done.
played. Jordan, you have got a VIPP invite for you and a mate to our final show. It's happening in the amphitheatre at Optus Stadium. Plus, you've also scored 10 entries into the draw to win the all-electric Toyota BZ4X. Jordan?
Oh, thank you, guys.
No
Well
worries.
done.
And I have to say, Danielle, you won a place in our
Jordan.
heart. Because
Yes.
yesterday it was like a relationship. Yesterday we were
That's
burnt
right.
by a partner, and then today you showed us what love could be.
Yes, exactly.
So thank you,
lovely.
both.
Thank you for...
Oh, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was an admirable effort
It
under
was.
the circumstances. We're doing it all over again tomorrow,
Yeah.
everybody. That's the sort of A game we're talking about when we say bring your A
You know,
game.
was brilliant.
but,
I loved it.
We accept whatever amateur game comes at us.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
I love a modern love story.
Oh, you do.
Or even an old-fashioned love story, because these
Through
days
modern times.
everybody just hooks up on Hinge or Bumble, whatever, and that is what it is. But I love a more,
Like a
I don't
movie.
know, a meet cute that's a little bit left of centre.
Okay.
And on Freo Massive the other day, I saw this message. So it popped up a day ago. From an anonymous member. So she hasn't put her name to it. She said, super random shot in the dark, but wondering if anyone here is or knows of a guy born on January 26th, 2001.
Okay.
So very specific that she got his birthday,
Wow, so make him
but not his
23.
name.
23, right? 23. All right.
Who is enlisted / joining the military soon.
Oh, that's a lie.
And You attended the old synagogue and Arbor Bar. This is in Freo last night. So Saturday, the 16th of November, with plans to meet friends at Jungle Bird after. Great spot, Jungle Bird. We spoke on the top floor of the synagogue, but your wingman of a friend, terrible wingman, by the way, was pushing you to leave. So I decided to go boogie with my gal pals, hoping to reconnect with said person.
Oh, yeah, it's like when you put your drink down and hope you come back and it's there.
Sincerely, the girl with the yellow top.
Okay.
This mysterious girl who's reaching out to try and find a guy that she had a bit of a connection with. The old-fashioned way on Freo Massive.
Nat, you just mentioned 2001, which is the birth date. So this is the same age as my older son, right?
Yes.
But you wouldn't think that this is the modern tale, as you were just mentioning.
That's right. There was an old-school way of doing it.
There was a little while back, and we see these stories pop up quite regularly. There was a girl that was down at a park, and she saw a guy there, and she was playing with his dog, and they had a really special connection, and she was like, oh, my God. So then she did the same thing. She put a thing out. The world went crazy for it. Everyone started saying where this guy is, rah. The guy has a girlfriend. So then the guy had to explain to his girlfriend that he didn't have a moment with her.
No.
But from
she thought that was he was just patting her dog
with her. And so it can be quite dangerous because you don't know this person.
So bad. But you want to shoot your shot.
You know
like, do you know what I mean? Like, and if you not get knocked back, so do you.
But if this guy's got a girlfriend,
you're not going to die wondering.
If this has got a girlfriend, the girlfriend goes, "Who are you chatting up with that bloody guy?"
Exactly. Yeah. No, I totally get that stuff.
Let's put that to the side because I reckon he's single because she would have asked that.
Yeah.
She's pursuing, and he's smart girl would, and then dirty guys will lie.
And but just bizarrely, so he's an Australia Day baby.
Okay, so he's
really nice. That's
so
really
this is what we know about him. Let us know if you know him. 13,
yeah, that's
24,
right.
10.
Let's hunt him down.
Right, so he is 21. 21. He's 21 years old.
No, he's 23.
23. So 23 years old. He obviously might live around that area. Could do.
Maybe, but Freo's, you can't tell that's not reliable.
But I feel like
was that the GOG? Oh, no, Saturday night?
Yeah, and he has enlisted or is joining the military soon. That's the...
And we don't know who she is either, so if you know a girl that's got a yellow top... We'd like you to give us a call as well.
There's a lot of comments, but most people are just saying, I love this, I'm very invested in this love story. They're still not actually offering any information.
If the girl is listening, give us a call back.
Yeah.
So there's the things, right? So we do know someone that fits that profile of that guy. A 21-year-old that's just enlisted.
23-year-old.
That's just enlisted. And also, if you know a girl that has a yellow top, 13 24 10. Or messages on
How often do you walk away from a moment in time where you go,
I wish I'd said
could
something.
Have followed that up.
I wish I'd said something. So I love that she's following this up. Yeah. We're romantics at heart, Sean.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Just seeing on the news right now, it's National Play Monopoly Day, right?
Yeah, okay, great.
And on the Today Show, they're interviewing, she calls herself the biggest Monopoly fan ever.
I mean, how do you measure that?
I know you can be saying the things, but her bedroom has got every Monopoly. She's got Monopoly bedroom. She's an adult. She'd be in her 30s, maybe 40s.
She looked like she had a bookshelf just covered in books, but it wasn't. It was Monopoly games.
Just all different Monopoly games from around the world.
Can you be that obsessed by it?
Well, one person can.
She just plays it all the time. You know what?
It's never ending Monopoly.
No, I know. I don't think I've ever properly ended a game of Monopoly. Like somebody's flipped the board. Quite frequently. That happens a lot.
Because Yahtzee, once you get your pies, you've won Yahtzee.
Or just wandered off. There's a fair bit of that goes on, but I don't know that I've never played the game to its
I don't
completion.
think I have either. No.
I don't even know what happens. How does it end? Everybody else is bankrupt except you.
To be honest, she looks like a person that plays a lot of Monopoly.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Pride Fest is... there's a whole heap of stuff going on for Pride Fest. Pride Fest Film Festival, for example. Lots of events bringing the community together until November 27. And what an ambassador for Pride Fest. Look at her. She's magnificent. The one, the only, Cougar Morrison.
Wow.
Hi, everybody.
Show everyone what you're wearing on the radio. Show them. Do a spin for all our listeners.
Talk us through the outfit.
Well, last time I was here, you asked me if I made my own outfits, and I said, no, I'm learning. So today, I'm wearing one that I made.
Oh, you have come a long way.
We've gone for a royal blue velvet.
Royal blue velvet, and this is 3 meters of pleating, and anyone who sews knows how much you just want to murder everything.
Now, was this like a pattern, or did you drape?
I bought something online, like a cheapie, and I took it apart and I copied the pattern.
So like an unconventional challenge. So this is what drag queens do when they're preparing for RuPaul's Drag Race.
That's right.
Have you put your hand up for that yet?
They haven't asked us to put their hand up.
Are you joking?
What is wrong with
I
them?
put
But
my
good
hand
on
up
you.
for the season that's currently on
Yes.
TV. I got pretty far, like almost to the very end, and they said no because they're dickheads.
But you know what it is, though? No,
I think that's the only
I know
logical
a bit about-
explanation.
I know a bit about casting realities because I was in Big Brother.
Yes,
so
of
and they
course.
told me all about it. So what they do is they'll potentially have a season up there, and they'll have a drag queen. They'll go, okay, they go with them, and they build it with personality. So they might have you ready for the next season. They'll just put you on the shelf.
Oh, right.
Because how can this not be on the television, especially when she sews now, which is one thing that Drew will rip you apart for.
It's true.
You
It's
can't
true.
sew, Sean.
What do they, Cougar, what do they get you to do when you actually put yourself forward for it?
So much.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I'm actually glad they haven't asked us yet this year because last year it fell in Pride Month. So all,
Yes, of
all the
course.
Balloo girls were just going,
Yes.
oh, God, we haven't got enough happening. And so we were just besides ourselves, but it's 7 to 10 runway looks that you've got to send them. A snatch game character of your choosing, but you've got to answer 2 particular questions they give you. And then it's literally like 20 questions, just as your muggle self, face to camera, answering them. But they give you, yes, dragon self, muggle self, you know, because we're magical creatures. 20 questions to answer in no more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, right.
So you've literally got 30 seconds to like rip your heart open and tell them the most emotional stuff about you. It's hard.
This is full on. Like, and the looks, how much will that cost you to go on? So the looks that you have
7
to go.
to different.
How
10.
much will that cost to do? Thousands. Are we talking over $5
Because
grand?
even just for your wigs are
Easily.
expensive,
Yeah,
right?
this wig on my head, this cost me $500 alone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alone.
Because fashion is everything. Why don't you talk to us about your shoes? Because I looked down and went, Cougs, do you fit in a lady's shoe? Because usually, you know, drag queens look like Krusty the Clown. A lot of them. They do when you get into the foot. But you've got a lady's foot. So what's happening down there?
It's a lot of loveliness, everyone listening. They smell yummy. They smell like rainbows and glitter. So these are a lady's size 9, which I bought from a place. And, you know, I accidentally bound my feet.
So talk us through
So
how that
when
happened.
I came out years ago, I not at all dramatically ran away from my family.
Didn't you come out of your mother going, hello?
It was more like, I'm here. But really, they were surprised. So I ran away being like, if you can't accept me, you're going to learn to live without me. They're amazing now. But I got to New York and I was like, I'm freshly gay. I need cowboy boots.
Of course.
Obviously,
you do.
That's logical, right?
yeah,
Doesn't everyone think
Was
that?
it during the Madonna hung up sort of situation?
I have no idea. I was just thinking about me.
Yeah, go.
And so I put some bits on eBay. I won them all, and these boots were beautiful, but 2 sizes too small for me. But I made it work, and now I've bound my feet by accident, so I fit a lady size 9.
Great victory for you. That's amazing.
But if anyone's got a foot fetish, come see me. I can change your mind with the look of my toes under.
Oh my God,
okay.
post them on Instagram.
No, you know what? You know what? There's actually probably a market for that.
Oh, there would be.
But are you saying it's a bit of a horror show now? Because
Absolutely.
Of what
You know they say that about ballet dancers and their feet are all munchies?
Yes.
Shawnee, how is it? How are your feet?
My
and
feet,
yours after
my feet
after
are
footy?
okay. It's probably more Cougar my shins because I got caught because everything got hit. You know, the spikes and stuff got hit there. But I know the ballerinas, their feet are disgusting.
Oh,
Nails.
absolutely.
They've been through some stuff. those
Yes.
feet.
So tell us, for somebody that has not experienced anything with Pride Week, what
Pride Fest?
Pride Fest. What can you go do?
Firstly, if you see any drag artist or queer person walking from or running from gig to gig, just give them a hug and a
Yes,
Red Bull.
please.
It's the most
And give
happiest
way.
time.
Give way.
Give way, absolutely.
They're in a
Give way
hurry.
to the gay. Give way to the
Because I
gay.
tell you right now, if they're in a hurry, they will cut a bitch.
Absolutely. We'll do it while smiling. It's a particularly niche skill set. It's wonderful to see so many queer artists thriving because even 5 years ago, there wasn't one single full-time drag artist in Balloo. Now there's a whole bunch of us. So it's a really positive thing to see the world changing in our own timeline. But as for what
That's your phone.
my mum's
It's just
calling
your
me.
phone.
My mum's calling me, being like, "Darling, are you on the radio?"
My dad, I've been doing this for 20 years. My dad will ring me as I'm talking on the radio. I know he's listening and he's ringing me. It's like, what do you want me to do? Yeah. Anyway.
It'd be like, "Can I drop some mangoes off to your house?"
Oh, no, that's what we're taking.
She is.
For the mangoes, take
I
the call.
can't say no to mangoes, but I will for the moment, Mum. I love you. I'll get back to you. Pride Fest, Film Fest is happening. happening this week. It's tonight, tomorrow, and finishing on Thursday night. I'm one of their hosts, and I'm really happy to be back. This is my 4th year.
So you can do that and then go to the Test cricketer on Friday. Same audience?
Yeah, sure. Ball sports. Yeah,
Something
good. Love it.
fun.
Yeah. Ooh, they have a bar at the cricket, right?
Yeah, they
I
do.
can do that. Pride Fest Film Fest is a fabulous thing because it enables so many people of different ages to see characters that might look or think like them that we normally don't have access to.
It's the relatability.
Yeah,
isn't it?
absolutely.
I think the drag queens are the best. You're a spokesperson for the entire LGBTQI community. You really are. You guys are the spokespeople for it.
Yes, I call it le jabataquois.
Yes.
Which is French for
It's
yogurt.
French.
Is it French for yum?
See, I call Sean petit miam, which is French for yogurt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
Yes.
Cougar, following this, though, because of the Christmas season coming up, have you just got gigs left, right and centre? And,
Yes.
And whilst it is a great time because there's so much happening, but it's a time where you go, oh, Jesus, can't wait for this thing to be over.
Money, Sean, money.
Money.
You know what? Money does speak a lot.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm really looking forward to? This Saturday night is the big parade, of course, the Pride Parade for Pride WA, and I'm one of the performers at the Court Hotel later that night. And with that, once we're done with our shows at midnight, we then get to take all our makeup off and have many drinks and parties with lots of people.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm really... And then I'm going to get some very greasy food to go to bed with.
It's good to have a plan. Cougar, last time we met you came into the studio and read a delightful children's book for us, and you did such a great job of that. Is that something that you're still doing?
Yes.
Yeah, great.
But as I'm sure you're aware, and listeners as well, we have to make sure we plan it very well so it's safe, not just for the attendants, but for us as the presenters as well. So they do still happen, and if people are interested in going to see a lovely story time, just make sure you're keeping in contact with the people who you know normally do it.
That's great.
That's the best way I can say.
And everyone just remember, this is just a bit of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you don't do it, don't go. It's fine. You don't have to go. Nobody's forcing you to.
That's right.
So it's something for everybody. And seeing you, the way you read a story is such a delight. Like it was a magical time. You do such a great job of that.
Thank you. Well, I'm very glad I do because I've got 8 nephews and nieces. I am the most fabulous gunkle to them. So I spend so much of my time reading their books with them. And, you know, I think like anyone who's ever had to be that person reading a book, whether you're a parent or an uncle, aunt, whatever, you get to the point where you're like, oh, this one again.
Exactly.
You've got to get very creative.
But not you. But the drag queen says that every time you do it, it's a performance, don't you?
Oh, it has to be.
Yeah.
But that's because kids are the most ruthless audience ever. You know, once we've grown up and we've gone through high school or whatever and social situations, we know, be polite.
Yes.
Don't tell someone, you're boring. Kids won't.
Yeah, no filter.
Kids will be like, I've had kids get up mid-story time and start walking around
we have that with Sean.
me.
Sean does that. He just wanders off in the middle of the conversation.
And at meetings, it was one of the first meetings we ever had here. So Sean's just joined the team. Big board meeting. We're going through all this stuff, very important stuff.
Yes.
Sean literally grabs his stuff, stands up and goes, oh, I'm not paying any attention anymore, and walks out. And we were like, what? So Natalie and I tried, and they said, sit back down.
Cougar, that was a good move.
Was this early on in your...
Very early on,
You're going to establish that level right
100%,
there.
100%.
Well, we love you and we love everything you do,
thank
and you are
you.
fabulous in
Pretty
every
much
way.
our official drag queen. So
Right.
Nova.
There we go.
what a title.
That's my next merch. There we are, everybody.
Check out Pride Fest. There's a lot of stuff going on, but Pride Fest Film Festival would be a great way to start. So brilliant. Thank you for coming in.
You're very welcome.
Enjoy.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Mystery on my tongue, guessing game, gonna have some fun. Lick it to dick it, let's go. Lick it to dick it, get it right.
The Ice Cream Factory returns. Don't miss Peking Duck on November 23. Tickets at hottestsummerever.com.
Okay, here we go. Up for grabs. Great prize. The ultimate ice cream factory experience. That includes 4 VIP tickets for Peking Duck and a $500 bar card to make a night of it.
All right, Sean, you told me last night that you blindfolded yourself as soon as you got home and you licked your way through the house. So how was it?
Got a few slaps in the face, to be honest.
The kids aren't happy.
One of them wasn't Rex.
What's the last thing that you licked, Caitlin?
He doesn't have a
What was the last thing I did eat Dairy Queen when I was in Canada.
Oh, okay,
which was
right.
delicious. And do you know what? The small size was like a
massive.
large here.
It was Caitlin's size.
Yeah, it was Caitlin.
Yeah, so that's quite normal licking Dairy Queen. Imagine licking the person serving Dairy Cream. You have to guess it's the person.
Yeah, no.
All right, we've got our contestants waiting. Sarah is in Nollamara. Hello, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Are you putting in train?
Sarah, you need to turn your radio.
She's talking to somebody.
No, wait,
Well, why don't we'll go to Alexandra instead then. Alexandra, hello.
Good morning.
Hi, Alexandra.
Alexandra's saying Sarah wasn't paying attention. You get to have the choice. Would you like to be represented by Caitlin or by Sean?
Now, taking their experience of their history of licking.
Well, I've got to go with Caitlin. I've got to go with the girls.
No, I think so too. That's
All
good.
right, so Alexandra
I love
is
when you
going
get
with
picked
Caitlin.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just waiting for you to get
Just getting another caller up.
person up there. So this is going to be a battle for the ages, Sean. Now, remember, I'm going to give you guys both a tip.
Yes.
And something I discovered yesterday. Don't just lick what's in front of you.
'cause you're
Let
not-
your tongue lead you where the object is so you can find out the breadth of it.
Because you're not necessarily tasting it, you're exploring it with your tongue
So
to
just
identify
give it like,
you
go
need to use your
round.
tongue like it is
Yes.
feeling the surface
Be
of what
careful,
you're...
Natalie.
Okay,
So get your back and neck into it, is that what you're saying?
yeah.
Laura, hello.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you for joining us, Laura. We've got some bad news. You're going to be represented by Sean McManus, okay?
We can only do our best, Laura.
Oh, come on, Sean, you can do it.
Thanks,
Okay,
mate.
with that it's sort of enthusiasm,
That's inspiring.
maybe you can. You guys are going to put your blindfolds on.
Yep.
Probably take your headphones off there, Caitlin.
Now, I'm just going to explain to everyone what's going to happen. We've got our two attendants that will be coming in. That's, of course, Amy and Bella, and they're going to be holding these items in front. Don't look.
Put it on, Sean. Put your blindfold on.
Sean, he's looking at
Already cheating.
No, I'm just trying to get Natalie's attention to get Amy's attention so everyone knows what's happening.
Put your blindfold on. Okay.
So now the
blindfolds are on.
The
Okay.
girls are going to come in. They're going to hold
Okay.
an item in front of their faces. We're going to let you know what it is.
Now, you guys, can you take your headphones off?
Headphones
And take your headphones off completely and
now,
put your
take it.
fingers in your ears. Block your ears because we're going to tell everybody at home.
I'd even step back a bit.
Yeah,
please.
we're going to tell
No,
everybody
guys.
at home what the first item is.
Okay.
All right. Can you show? Okay, the first item. All right. We're just. Sorry. We're just. You're going to.
The thing being licked is a whisk.
Okay. Now, I know that you two are listening, the teammates. Do not say the answer.
Okay, that's what it is, eh?
All right. Here we go. We are.
Is this person going to
Yes, it's going to be right in front of you.
Sean, all
Just
you need to
calm
do,
down.
Caitlin, all you need to do is get your tongue out and get ready to lick. All right.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, lick.
Lick.
Oh, paperclip.
No.
Oh, Slinky.
No.
Oh, Sean got it
by
first.
a whisker.
An absolute whisker. Sean leads 1-0. Sean, these
The blindfold, I don't think
it's
it's
not
working
made
on
for
you.
his nose.
No, Sean, your nose bridge is too big.
Sean's cheating.
Okay.
I'm not cheating, by the way.
All right, block your ears,
At all.
please. Block your ears. We're going to tell you what the next item is.
All right, everyone.
The thing being licked is bubble wrap.
Okay. All right.
It's going to be a quick one.
Yeah, it is.
All right, on your marks, get set, lick.
Cellophane.
No.
Bubble wrap.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean.
Oh,
2-0.
I sucked it in.
2-0. It is the best of 5. Sean's on the brink of victory.
A whole pile of nipples.
Things are looking good, Laura, at this point. Okay. Block your ears. Okay, and let's... Okay.
Yep. Okay, here we go.
We're good.
The thing being licked is a Lego.
Stop it, I can't hear it. I had my fingers in my ears before. Anyway, I didn't hear it.
No, I mean,
100%.
Tab, better look at you when he's looking.
Okay. And 3, 2, 1, lick.
Oh.
Lego?
Yeah.
Oh, Sean's won.
Good, Sean heard it.
Caitlin actually almost swallowed the Lego.
I feel really sorry for your partner.
I'm using too much teeth. It's not.
Like I said, I feel really sorry for your partner.
Laura, you are victorious.
Do it.
Laura, you've won the ultimate ice cream factory experience,
Here we go, all
including 4 VIP tickets for Peking Duck and a $500 bar card. Laura, that's all yours.
Fantastic. Thank you, guys.
Well Caitlin.
I dominated you.
That was embarrassing.
That's my thing.
You know when you find out something new to be embarrassed about, you should be embarrassed about that.
I eat with my eyes, okay? I need
clearly.
my eyes.
When it comes to licking, you suck.
Yeah.
You.
And with teeth, apparently.
Thank you so much for coming in. It's good to have you back, Caitlin.
See that. Love your
Come
work.
back.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Now, I don't know if you've seen anyone in Sean's family other than Sean, but you can pick a McManus from space.
Oh, yeah,
100%.
The genetics are so strong. They're so strong. Like, I can tell if you've been McManus or if you've been walking past McManus while you're pregnant.
Or there is no paternity doubts about any of your children.
None of them.
No, last time I was at the AFL Grand Final a bit ago. I was with my older son, Lachlan, and you know those moments. Every time we stopped to talk to someone, every single one, they
went,
said, "Oh,
well,
there's no
you're
doubt
obviously."
here. Oh, there's no
So
doubt
if you're
And
looking
it's the
at,
same with all four.
if you're looking at someone in the street and you think, "Oh God, they look a bit like Sean," then they're related. It's no question. There's no coincidence. There's no doppelganger situation. They are bloodline. Because I start looking like Sean in about 5 minutes because I've been working with him a while and the genetics creep in. So Angelina Jolie has been photographed with her son. We haven't seen too much of Knox.
No, we haven't.
Knox Jolie Pitt. And
he's one of the twins, yeah?
one of the twins, yep. So everyone is going on the comments saying, we cannot see Brad Pitt in this boy.
He looks very much like his mother.
Angelina Jolie.
all day long.
100%. Brad
The
wasn't even
bone
there.
structure.
Brad wasn't in the room. Angelina somehow did that thing that when an animal can get itself pregnant.
The bone structure in that kid is extraordinary and is his mother all over.
And so that's why it's such a shame for Brad Pitt because you're a good-looking bloke.
Yeah, he is.
But your genetics completely lost
Didn't
this
get a look
war.
in.
And that sucks for some people, especially as a parent, because you look at your child and you want people to go, that's my kid.
Welcome to the show, Pricey, who works with us.
Now, Pricey, I think, is one of the most beautiful people, both personality and the way she looks that we've ever had here at Nova.
Keep
She's
going.
stunning. She's stunning.
going.
She reminds me of Nicole Scherzinger.
I'll take it.
She got the shirts about her. Shirts happens when she's around. Tell us about your beautiful baby, Max.
Oh my goodness, my son Max, he's 3 years old now. Obviously I'm Indian.
Yep.
I've got dark features, brown hair.
And talk about your partner.
And Jamie, my husband, he's Kiwi Jamie. He is blonde hair, blue eyes. Kind of mousy brown
So
hair.
what we've got here is dominant genes versus recessive genes. Blue eye.
Correct.
Recessive, yep.
Yes. My son Max is pale white skinned, blue eyed, blonde hair.
And what happens when you take him out in public?
Or to, say, to the hospital.
Yeah.
Well, when I had him, I had a cesarean, and when I had him and he was being raised... the nurse behind me was like, "Oh my gosh, he's so fair, isn't he?" And I was like, "Yep, I'm seeing it for the first time too, Jeanette." We're all in this together.
It's like you pulled out a 60-watt light bulb.
I couldn't believe it. He's so fair.
Yeah.
He's got blue eyes, and everybody always asks me, "Are you the mother?" All the time.
Yes, because you can't jump to that conclusion that you would be the mother of this child.
There isn't either. He is like Aryan race.
Talk about that little girl that you were playing with who was confused by the situation. I love this story.
So we were down south. There was a big family affair. We were all together, and I was playing with a young girl called Ashley, and we were doing a puzzle together. And my son was getting a little bit jealous, and he was like, "Mummy, come play with me. Come play."
You're
pulling
cheating
me
on him.
away, and I was like, "I'm doing a puzzle with Ash. Leave. I'll be there in a second." And Ashley, who is probably I think 5 years old, looked up to me and said, "Haha, he thinks you're his mummy." I was like, I am his mother.
People think you're a baby snatcher.
It's
People think
horrible.
you're the baby snatcher.
And you know what? Sometimes Max is like, "I want my mummy," and I'm next to him. And I'm like, "You can't say that.
No.
Max. You can't say that."
You're going to be out and get arrested at some stage.
I can tell you.
It's going to get called on you.
In Kalgoorlie, right, there was a guy, I won't never say his name, but anyway, he's very, very, very good-looking guy, right? The surfy look, olive skin, all this sort of stuff. And his parents were probably 0.01% away from being the cast of The Hills Have Eyes. They were, very unattractive people. But yet those two genetics created a super hot kid.
Or there was an accident at the hospital.
So no one, if there was ever a baby with theft, Natalie, this was it.
Not even theft, just mix up.
But whenever anyone would meet his parents, they would gasp. And you'd see a physical reaction because of how different they looked.
Well, if it hadn't been for COVID in the hospital and him not being next to me the entire time, I would 100% be questioning it because he doesn't look anything like me at all. But because he was next to me the whole time, they didn't take him to a crate or anything.
You saw him come out. He was next to you the whole time. There was
There was
no
no mix-up
opportunity
here.
to
You know what?
switch.
It's really exciting, I think, for couples, I wouldn't know, to be on the cusp of having a family, going, oh my God, what are our children going to be? What are they going to look like? And then for you to go through the process of having a baby, and then of course you're going to pay for it the rest of your life, and then for people not even to think it's yours because it doesn't look like you, must be heartbreaking.
So it's nice to know that you've got something in common with Brad Pitt, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, we want to talk about this. Who won in the genetics race of your children? And if you're the product of these parents and you want to talk about how this has affected your life, my dad always says to me when everyone says you look like your dad, Dad goes, "Ha in your face." And I went, "You're insulting yourself." You're like, I could be called nothing worse. Hi, Tia.
Hi.
Hey, Tia.
How you going, Tia?
What happened in your family, genetically speaking?
Well, we're actually the complete opposite. None of us won the lottery. My husband and I are both black hair, brown eyes. He's pretty dark-skinned as well.
Yeah.
And all of the kids that are born on both families are black curly hair, brown eyes, like carbon copy.
Yes.
Our first daughter, who's sitting in the car with me and desperately wants to say hi.
Hi.
Say hi. Hi.
Hi. Oh my God, you're a radio star.
She was born with blue eyes, like piercing blue eyes.
Yes.
White skin and like caramel brown hair, and it's dead straight.
What?
So
Where'd that come from?
There's a few throwbacks in the family, but definitely not like direct to us.
How many people accused you of cheating?
Hey?
How many people suggested you might have cheated?
Probably a few.
Yeah, have we checked the milkman?
Yeah. Tia, did it stay? Has she stayed the same with the lighter
she's
skin?
actually gotten lighter as she's gotten older.
There you go.
Her eyes are like, they used to be like a navy blue, and now they're like ice blue.
Wow.
And her hair has gotten lighter,
Ice blue's beautiful.
and she tans beautifully, but her skin is pretty light.
Oh, so she's got she got all the assets of being fair skin, but she didn't get the fair skin. She got the olive skin.
So she kind of looks Nordic almost. Yeah.
You know what?
Amazing.
When years ago, one of my mates, his sister had twin boys, and it was amazing. And her husband had darker skin. And the boys came out, they looked exactly the same appearance, exact same faces. One was lighter, one was darker. One had brown eyes, one had blue eyes. Sam, talk to us about your family. Sam, how many people in your family?
7,000. Yeah. We can't stop breeding.
And what's different about your family?
We just looks like you've grabbed 30 people off the street and put them in the room. None of us look.
United colours of bent on that.
Very, very diverse bunch.
Thanks, Tia. Let's go to Misty in Seville Grove. Hi, Misty.
Hi, how are you?
Good, great, Misty. How are the genetics expressing in your family?
So our three daughters look a splitting image of my husband because he is Indonesian, Asian.
Yes.
So when I take them out places, I get asked if, like, I'm the grandmother.
Yeah, right.
Like, your kids are so cute.
Yeah.
Wow, they're your grandmother. And then also to the point where I took my husband, dropped him off for his first day at TAFE about a year ago.
Yeah.
And this lady came out and asked us if we were looking for direction. She's like, "Oh, you're dropping your son off for TAFE his first day." And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I really don't look that old. Yes, I started having kids, like, late. So the first one at 38, next one at 40, next one at 42.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's a pretty bad blow to your ego when you're getting asked.
Yes.
And when they look so Asian. They look nothing like me.
No, Misty, my brother is in a similar scenario. So his wife is Indonesian and he's got 3 kids as well, and they all look like their mother. He did not get a look in. There's a little bit, one of the boys has kind of got his framing, like his build, his posture is similar, but they look exactly like their mother. There is no doubting who their mum is, that's for sure.
Look, lucky for them, their metabolism is amazing, so they're never going to have to worry about what they eat or anything.
I
so
know,
lucky for them, they didn't take after mine, so they took after his. But, yeah, it's just next level.
I know, that's amazing.
We should actually explore this in a different way one day, and that is not inheriting looks, but inheriting... So I feel so good...
Other characteristics.
Like girls that inherit their father's feet.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, or boys that inherit their mum's long, slender fingers. That'd be interesting.
Thanks, Misty. Tanara, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, Tanara. What's going on in your genetic profile?
So my wife and I went through sperm donation.
Yes. Is it like in the movies where you look through a book?
No.
What happens?
We went through a private donor.
Okay,
and when our son was born in 2023, he looked nothing like me.
Yes.
Nothing like the donor. And even now, he looks nothing like me. He's got strawberry blonde hair, bright blue eyes. I have dark brown hair, dark eyes. He looks like my wife.
And she had no genetic input into...
Correct.
How
Tanara, that's
ripped off
amazing.
that you had to go through the pregnancy and she got the accolades of having a baby that she had nothing.
It's kind of cute, though.
That's fantastic for her.
Yeah, look, it's adorable.
Yeah.
Hey, Tanara, when you're looking for a private donor, do you get... How do
Did you hit up a friend? Is that what happened?
Yeah,
Kind of. So we went through Sperm Donation Australia, which
Yeah.
is a Facebook group.
Yeah. And so you basically
yeah,
get in
we just-
contact with somebody or what?
Yeah, we put a post up and the donor reached out, so we met up with him and we had a couple of catch-ups before our donation and first donation and we got pregnant straight away.
So
And,
this is interesting to talk about right now because, of course, we see Sam Kerr. She's now engaged and expecting a child.
Yep.
And for other couples that are listening right now, this is probably a really interesting thing to talk about. So, what's the agreement that you have with him? Is it a legal document? What happens?
So we don't necessarily have any legal documents because they don't really stand up in court if anything was to happen. But our donor, we have an updates agreement. We do occasionally meet up with him.
Yeah.
And, he's said that future siblings down the track, which we're actually pregnant with number 2 with him now.
Oh, congratulations.
He's, thank you. He's open to siblings, any medical things that come up. He's there to help if we need it.
Yeah.
So,
There's no financial responsibility whatsoever.
And does he have to disclose how many people he has done this with as well?
Ideally, yes, he does. He is very, very thorough, which is amazing. Unfortunately, there's things on like Netflix lately about sperm donation and stuff like that. But our donor is amazing. He's so thorough with everything and so careful with everything too.
Well, that's why it's important to talk about this sort of stuff because with that Netflix stuff that's going on, people see that and that alone and they get frightened and they don't hear the hopeful story. So congratulations on baby number 2.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's hope it looks like you, Tanara. Thank you.
Tanara, we've got a double pass and hospitality package for Railway Stakes Day. It's coming your way. Experience the $1.5 million Railway Stakes. Epic entertainment, live music, Saturday, November 23rd. That's this week. At Ascot Racecourse, tickets at perthracing.com.au.
Going to be a big one. All right, tomorrow on the show, Liquor to Picket is back. And our friend Adam Gilchrist is going to be joining us ahead of the West Test, not too far away.
All right.
Hello, Ross.
Hello. Do yourselves a favour. Go to Nathan Shaw on Instagram because it's the best content I've seen in a while.
Lick it to pick it.
Lick it to pick it because it's a term I'd never thought of or seen until this moment. It's like an exploratory tongue.
It is.
And it's not just tasting, it's using it to feel your way around the object.
It's entertaining, but it's also...
disturbing.
Yeah.
But Sean, look at the weather. Ross, our motto for this competition is sun's out, tongue's out. So
go check it out. Got it from here, guys. Thank you.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.